And the 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air to left. Gurriela's there. The Arizona Diamondbacks sweep the Dodgers and head for the LCS.
Welcome to another Valley Sports Plug Arizona Diamondbacks playoff recap for Game 3 of the MLB National League Division Series. I'm Chris Patrick, and joining me are Michael Benjamin and VSP Tallman here to break it all down for you. So let's get into it. The Arizona Diamondbacks were back at home for this Game 3, looking to sweep the Dodgers out of town and advance to the NLCS for the first time since 2007. A tall task indeed. Mike, they said we shouldn't have made the wild card. Tallman, they said we shouldn't have beaten the Brewers. Valley Sports Plug family, they said we should not have gone up 2-0 on the Los Angeles Dodgers. But these Arizona Diamondbacks just will not quit and are now up 5-0 in this postseason. Oh man, deep breaths. Let's take a look at how the scoring broke down in this one. The first few innings were a little quieter than the first few games, but entered the third inning. History was made in this one, folks, as Geraldo Perdomo, Ketel Marte, Christian Walker, and Gabriel Moreno would all launch solo home runs to blow this game wide open and give the Diamondbacks a 4-0 lead in this Game 3. Oh man, Moreno's homer was absolutely incredible too. On a 2-1 count, Moreno launched one straight towards the right field foul pole, and after review it was confirmed that the shot was just foul. But on the very next pitch, a slider down the middle, Moreno crushed a 420-foot bomb to left center field. The game rolled on to the top of the seventh, the Dodgers starting to claw their way back as Max Muncy scored on a Chris Taylor single to left, and Will Smith also came home on a Kike Hernandez single. Despite some tight situations there in the back half, the Diamondbacks bullpen was able to hold off the Dodgers the rest of the game, and that's all she wrote. The Diamondbacks win this game 4-2 and sweep the Los Angeles Dodgers right out of the playoffs where they belong. Diamondbacks fans, enjoy the moment, appreciate what this young team is doing, and embrace the chaos. But the job's not finished. We're going to break down 3 keys to this Game 3 for you. So let's pass it over to Michael Benjamin. What is our first key of this game?
What a beautiful night in Phoenix. The roof was open, the towels were waving. Over 48,000 baseball fans in attendance. If you were at the game, hopefully you bought a 50-50 raffle ticket, but it's time for key number 1. And we know what it is. It's literal history. The Diamondbacks become the first team in postseason history to hit 4 home runs in 1 inning. Lance Lynn was not hitting corners with his pitches, only moving across the plate, and the boys capitalized. I mean, like Chris said, we could call it 5 home runs if you want, since Gabby had one taken away. But guys, the Snakes are leading the postseason with 13 total home runs. Just an absolute jolt of energy was thrust into the building, and they took it from there. I'm still in shock, fellas. Well, all right. I got lucky going first, but what do you got for number 2, Tallman?
All right, fellas. Second key of the game. Holding Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman hitless again in another game this series. Shutting down the superstars. I mean, talk about a series that Betts and Freeman had. Those guys collectively, they went 1 for 21. And that one hit was an infield hit by Freddie Freeman. And he was only safe at first because Zach Gallen didn't get over to cover first base. Shutting down the 2 best players on their team. 2 dudes that are basically in the MVP race every single season. 2 dudes that have great history, recent history against this D-backs team. Nothing throughout this series, going 1 for 21. Absolutely incredible job by the D-backs pitching staff, not letting those guys get going tonight in an elimination game, not letting them spark any life into this lineup. Definite key to winning this game and winning this series as a whole.
Guys, there's so many fun stats and storylines coming out of this series and this Game 3. Like Mike said, history being made. But I'm going to have to go with Torey Lovullo for the third key in this one. And like Tallman, you could say he was a key to this entire series, not just this Game 3, whether it's having Corbin Carroll bat leadoff in every game or picking the right arm from the bullpen at the right time to come in certain situations and get the job done. I mean, just in this game, for an example, Brandon Pfaadt pitched 4 1/3 innings and was only pulled after giving up an extra base hit, where if this game is in July, he probably keeps him out there, but you bring in Joe Mantiply, which makes the Dodgers pull Hayward for Chris Taylor. Very similar to a situation we saw in Game 2. And Mantiply struck him out anyway, and then right after that, the next batter flies out, gets him out of the inning. It's things like that that really give me more faith in Lovello. I know a lot of people have been calling for his head throughout the past couple seasons, but things are looking pretty good right now. We'll have to see how these Diamondbacks carry their momentum. They will advance to the National League Conference Series, as we've said, and they'll face either the Philadelphia Phillies or the Atlanta Braves on Monday, October 16th. The time to be determined. We'll keep bringing you recaps of every single Diamondbacks playoff game as we continue this ride through the postseason. For Michael Benjamin and VSP Tallman, I'm Chris Patrick, and we'll see you next time. Peace.